Up in the morning suddenly feels handsome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, rapper Phong. Thank you so much. So for those who don't know the context, after the 1st of July 2026 in Vietnam, there was a law updates. Any commercial buildings like arcades, supermarket, restaurant, cafe, all of them, if they play music without permission from the artist, they're gonna get fined. Alright? And if you don't have enough money to pay the fine, it's prison time. And in my opinions, alright? And I also see the official localizer for VF post as well. And we have the same agreement. Alright? That law updates is a little bit much. And I can see some artists in Vietnam, or even Vietnamese artists currently outside of Vietnam, they make the statement that don't worry, just play their music on the restaurant or in the cafe or in the arcade or in the supermarket, and these artists, they don't take money. Alright, they let everyone to play their song free. That's right, free, without paying any licensing, free on the supermarket, on the arcade, on the restaurant, on the cafe. So all of his songs, you can play it in any commercial buildings for free. So thank you so much. Your music's hilarious, amazing. I know it's just for entertainment purpose, but that's what art's for, right? That's what the music's for, right? And I hope in the future, not just music, but also your funny skit as well. You know that meme when that guy kneeled down and asked, "Can I suck your?" Alright, I stop. But anyways, I'm not gonna lie though. How that laws updates works. So if you want any music to be played in the restaurant or in the cafe or in the supermarket or in the arcade, you have to pay the licensing. And it depends on how big the building is, how big your restaurant, how big the cafe is, at like the surrounding size, and you have to pay for the licensing. So it depends on how big is a business is, like actual building, and also depends on how many songs you want to play for your business. Now, here's my thought about it. What do you mean? What's the point? Because you're running in the business, in the restaurant, in the cafe, in the supermarket, or in the arcade. The main point, you earn money just for serving food, right? That's it. The music is just part of the atmosphere. And I totally get it. I actually looked up for based on the true stories, and these artists come to the random restaurants and they surprised that there are songs being played, and the restaurant got sued, and yeah, they had to pay the fine. And also I don't know where the fine money comes from. Is it from the artist or is it to the government? That's the elephant in the room right there. Where's the fine money is gonna go through? The artist or the governments? There should be like 50-50s, or like money set split up, right? So honestly, up until today, I don't know where the fine money is gonna go through. And honestly, I think the Copyright Act has gone too far. Alright, I said it before, Vietnam is trying to become the UK 2.0, and Philippines are trying to become a EU 2.0. That's just a joke, but you get what I mean, right? So now here's a deal. If you don't have enough money to pay for the music licensing to play at the restaurant, cafe, supermarket, or arcade, what can you do? So some people they can play a comedy skit on YouTube, this social media, and that's it. There's no way, all right. Even if you play Tom and Jerry on the cafe or in the restaurant, you still gonna get fined, all right. It's still not okay because yikes, the Copyright Act has gone too strict and gone too far. So that's the reason why I really hope these rappers, not only music but also comedy skit as well, and allows people to play in the cafe or in the restaurant for free, all right? Because music for the atmosphere, but again, totally get it. The restaurant business people, cafe business people, supermarket business people, orchid business people, they don't make music, they don't make film, but music part of the atmosphere. So like when the artists actually surprised that their music's being played in public, public like restaurant, cafe, supermarket, like it feels like the promotion, like the advertisements being spread. A lot of people can access, listen to the musics, and now like we have a phone here. Like I think this social media is getting advanced now. Like they want to know which songs of the supermarkets they are playing, so they can go to these social medias, and then they can have like something that's similar to Shazam's, and let the social medias to capture the sound of the surroundings, the songs being played in the supermarket, the sound being played in the cafe. They want to know what the song is, and then when they found the songs, who knows, they gonna support the artist, right? So yeah, and also people are telling each other that this laws is not new. It happens a very long time ago in France, around 1800 or somethings. Now, mind you, France is part of EU, all right, Europe country. So we don't want to go back to that timeline anymore. We don't want to go back to the timeline when censorship act has gone too far, and now we have Copyright Act has gone too far as well. We don't want that, all right. We just want to head that what happenings now and to the future. This is 2026, all right. And honestly, the law updates has gone too far, has, in my opinion, all right. Also, a valid statement from iPhong VF. They feels like, yeah, the law is a law. You have to follow it in Vietnam, all right. But I don't know how the policeman gonna deal with this, because very often the traffic policemen and policemen in Vietnam, they go to the restaurant, they want to have lunch, they want to order rice and meats and veggies there, or even pho, what they eat in Vietnam every single day, or even banh mi as well. Speaking of which, talking about restaurant and cafe, all right. And a lot of people outside of Vietnam, they very surprised to see there's a lot of street food in Vietnam, street markets in Vietnam. Now, let me tell you, the majorities of business in Vietnam, they don't have the paper permits to run the business, all right. And yeah, a lot of people outside of Vietnam complain about there's so many scams in Vietnam. That's part of the reason. All right. There are many street market women, street market men. They carry the fruit outside. They sell and they scams, and this is not looking great. And I really wish that. I mean, yeah, I think police and the government take it seriously, but yeah, they they are really good at hide and seek. You know, they're really good at hide and seek. But yeah, to follow the laws for restaurant and cafes, you need to have the paperwork permit. You need to have the permission to run the business, and there's a lot. In the article, there's a lot in the laws in Vietnam, and I am not a lawyer, and even though I try to look it up, I'm still gonna get confused. But that's the best we can do, right? In order to run the restaurant or run a cafe, you need the paperwork permits, a lot of paperwork, and also yikes, this part a little bit far. You need to pay the music licensing in order to play music inside your business. Wow, like music is a part of the atmosphere. It's not part of the using music like to gain money out of it. Because you run a restaurant, you run a cafe, you run a supermarket, arcade. Like the main point is to serve food, and there's money, and that's it. Music, it's just part of the atmosphere. It's just not something that you sell, and yeah. Anyway, that is just my thoughts. What do you guys think? Leave the comments down below, and I really hope more artists make a statements that allows people to play their songs in the restaurant, in the cafe for free. Alright, no need for paying the licensing. No need to depends on how big your business building, how many songs you gonna pay for the licensing. It's too much, man. Even here in USA, there's a lot of Vietnamese restaurant in USA. They're willing to play K-pop, Big Bang, BTS, Blackpink, okay, K-pop aside, US, UK, Taylor Swift, Selena Gomez. No one says a thing. All right, no one says a thing. So I really hope that this part of the laws updates, the government should reconsider. I really don't want we going back to what French do in the 1800s. We don't want that to happen. We just want to focus what has happening now. All right, 2026, move forward. Stop with the laws update bull crap, and listen to the citizen feedback. All right, listen to them. Do not disable comments. Listen to them. All right, and also I'm willing to listen to both sides of the story. You know, like people behind the officials streaming apps, and also the users as well, because it's very important. Yeah, if you enjoy these videos, give these videos likes, and if you're new to these channels, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know your thoughts. I am not in Vietnam, so I don't know how the situation is in Vietnam currently right now. How the restaurant doing, how the cafes doing, and yeah. So for laws and laws, you have to follow it, and I don't know how strict the police are going to be with these types of laws, but I really hope more artists going to make a statement that allows people to play songs in the restaurant, in the cafes, for free. Alright? And also, it's gonna hurt the arcade because Pump Me Up games have K-pops too, and My has Vocaloid. So what can the algorithm gamers do? But yeah, leave as much comments down below as much as possible. I want to know what do you think about this? About what happened after the 1st of July 2026 in Vietnam about not allowing people to play music without artist permission, without licensing pay in the restaurant cafe in Vietnam. What do you guys think? And let people know how the licensing payments works. Alright, so I hope you guys and girls having a wonderful day. My name is iPhong. I'm Vietnamese. I strongly support Vietnamese flag, the yellow star flags, but at the end of the day, constructive criticisms needs to be there. Alright, and yeah guys, bye!